Are you guys ready? Coach, at the end of the third, game got away from you there. What happened?
They closed on a 7-0 run, and they took that momentum into the fourth quarter, started on a 15-7 run. So last couple of minutes of the third, opening of the fourth, 22-7 run. Kuzma scored 26 in the second half, 18 in that third quarter. And the group that comes in to close those quarters has to come in and understand what they're going into. They have to execute better, they have to defend better, and they have to have a much better sense of urgency. So we had some guys out there in that end of the third quarter that were not ready to play, and that hurt us to close that quarter in a big way.
It just seemed first and second half when Jokic hit the bench, you guys seemed to struggle without him in there.
Yeah, and obviously he's our best player, and when he is out, we have to find ways to stay afloat and not to just come undone, which we did tonight. I can't play in 48 minutes. It's unfair to him to do that. It's unfortunate, but we talked about the keys going in, Vic. Rebounding was a big one. They outscored us 20-5 on the offensive glass. Transition defense was a big one. They outscored us 20-7 in transition. And you have 20 turnovers, so 20-something points, and it's going to make it really hard to win against a good team on the road.
Kuzma got loose there in the second half. Is it one of those nights where he was just hot?
No, I mean he made shots, so he was definitely hot. But I definitely think our defensive breakdowns contributed to his great looks, and give him credit, he stepped up and made them. But once again, we have to understand who we're guarding, we have to understand what the game plan is, and have much greater discipline in doing both of those things, guarding their plays as well as their personnel. So too many breakdowns tonight on both ends of the floor.
Coach, did all the noise going into this game affect your team?
I don't think so. I think we got off to a tough start, but I mean Jamal Murray, all the noise is about him. I thought he played great. Here's a young kid, second-year player coming into a hostile environment who, I think was the best point guard on the floor.
Do you remember a crowd here, especially in LA, chanting an opposing player's name like that?
Not a 21-year-old second-year player. Mm-hmm. And again, I give Jamal a lot of credit for handling the atmosphere, and I thought he was fantastic. But I don't think the noise got to us. We built a big lead. I thought we let go of the rope a little bit to close that third quarter, and that was a deciding run. That gave them all the momentum that they carried that into the fourth quarter. And you get your starting group back out there, and a few untimely turnovers, a few great looks that didn't go in, and they just turned up the pressure, and Isaiah got off down the stretch.
Why do you think Wilson Chandler was so good today?
He was aggressive. Wilson's been playing at a high level for us, and when he's aggressive, good things happen.
You mentioned the tough start. You talked so much this week about first quarters and getting off to better starts. Just how much did that end up hurting you guys, even though you were able to crawl out of that hole?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you never want to get down on the road to start the game. It's not the start that you would, you hope for. But I think our guys did a great job of settling down. And once we settled down, got into the game, I thought we were able to take control of the game. And we did that in the third quarter as well. And you build yourself a decent lead, 13 points, only to see it evaporate so quickly, and that's a disappointing thing. We worked hard. I thought our defense overall tonight was pretty good, and but again, Kuzma gets off, Isaiah gets off, turnovers. You add all that together, you let that team back in. They have all the momentum down the stretch.
Will Barton struggled to find his flow today. Just one of those nights?
I think so. And obviously, he's an important player for us, and he goes 3 or 14 from the field. That's not a typical Will Barton night. We definitely have to find ways to get him going, get his rhythm back, get his confidence back. Will Barton is a very, very key part to this team, and I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be back and ready to play against Detroit in a few days.
One more for Paul Millsap as well. What did you? How would you summarize it?
I thought he was solid. I thought the defense he played on Julius Randle was spectacular, to be honest. Offensively he didn't have a great night, but I thought he impacted the game in other ways. And he really, I thought in that first half especially, into that third quarter, did a great job of guarding Julius Randle, who was a very tough cover. But hey, it's a tough loss for us, especially when we played well enough to build a lead. And we have to learn how to put teams away and not beat ourselves, which I really felt we did tonight.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, everybody.